Hi guys, so first of all, please ignore my really horrible nails. I just washed the dishes before filming this and I don't have time to repaint them and then film, one or the other. But hopefully you guys are probably used to that if you've been here for a long time. If you're a new subscriber, this is pretty typical. I'm so lazy. So anyways, today's video is going to be on this e.l.f. palette. It is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in the shades Jewel Pop. So I hadn't tried, first of all, it's really dirty because I've used it. I hadn't much tried any of the e.l.f. shadows. I'll be super honest about that first of all. So I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect. So I have pretty much used every single color. Let me get this mirror out of here. Let me talk to you guys about the colors. So here is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It does have some pops of color over here, and then it has some more neutral colors and this pop of orange over here, but and then the black and this, oh god, this skin tone color right here. So I really liked the look of this palette. I'm going to talk to you guys about, I guess, my pros and cons, but I'm going to be super honest, and overall I don't like this palette and I probably would not use it again. Shit, I'm in a wig. Alright, so I'm probably going to be really scared when I play that back because there's no one at the door. But I heard a knock. I definitely heard a knock. I've lost my whole entire train of thought. So this palette retails for $10. So there are 10 colors for $10, which is a really good price. Obviously $1 shadow. And I really like the palette. I don't much talk about packaging, but I really like how small this is. It's thin. It's got a mirror. They still put a mirror in there for $10. I really like the layout. I really like the palette, the way it looks. The reason I don't really like this palette is that even though these shadows are only $1 a piece, I found other palettes that have shadows that are, you know, like $1.33 or something like that. These just don't perform really super well. I have used this palette a bunch. I've tried several different eye looks. So when you set these shadows, like typically I would go in and I would put a concealer down, and I had been taking this skin tone shade and setting the concealer with that, and then I go on with my other shades, and I was using the black, the brown, and then this super mustard brown color that I really love. And I was using those and kind of doing like a, I've done it before on my channel where the black eyeliner kind of, how do I say that? So starting with the black on the eyeliner and then putting the brown and then going up with the mustard. And so when I got to my meeting, I was literally 2 hours, this color was gone. It was just the black and a little bit of brown, but this color was completely gone. So that's when you don't set the shadows. They just don't last. Literally 2 hours is like maybe 4 hours, and I would be like, oh, okay. There's a lot of things that I can do for 4 hours. Typically my makeup doesn't even last that long. So then when you do set the shadows, it's really weird. And I'm not really sure why this seems to be like a norm with eyeshadow palettes that are coming out these days. So when you go down with a concealer and you don't set it, and then you go straight in with the shadow, obviously it's going to be a little bit difficult to blend the shadow. But what I don't like about this is that these colors, these bright colors right here, don't show up as these colors. Like even this green that I'm wearing right now, I feel as though it looks a little bit different on my eye. Yeah, the glitter got super messy. It's actually my first time doing glitter in my crease, but tis what it is. It's like half the color, especially the blue and the purple, they're absolute shit. This is not even like a really pretty purple. This is like a blue purple. This is like, putting these two together, this just looks like a darker blue. I don't like the way these shadows perform. I don't really know if I'm like getting that point across. I don't use a lot of lingo. The fallout with these is intense. Like I said, the theme of new eyeshadow palettes lately are fallout, powder. I think that like companies are just trying to throw so much pigment into their palettes that it's just so powdery. But I would like to say that for $10, I recommend this palette, but I really don't. I will not use this palette again. This is going to go in my pile to give to one of my sisters So I'm going to be doing the eye tutorial part a little bit different than I typically do. I'm just going to put in little bits while I'm talking about it. It's kind of hard to organize the video with a video like in the beginning or in the end. So for today's look, and I don't even like today's look, so it's okay if you don't either. So for today's look, I prime my eyes with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Light 1. I just put that really lightly all over my eyelids from my brow bone, and then I went straight in with this mustard color and I put that in the crease, and I just kind of blended it up from the crease towards the brow bone. Like I said, this shadow looks really pretty. It goes down the color, but it just dusts off after time. So then I went into the green and I used a small detail brush to really pack that on because I don't know if you can see how it's looking, but definitely needs help. And then I just went in with Midnight Cowboy, a heavy metal eyeliner from Urban Decay, in the crease. And then I finished off with some of this brown right here on my lower lash line and just kind of smoked it out. So it's really simple. I wanted to do a look that would work for the holidays, in case you did buy this palette and you are stuck with it. But yeah, this is going into the pile for my sisters to forge through. Big old squirrel. I'm going to swatch it for you, but I'll just be super honest, the swatches look incredible, but this palette is one of those examples of the swatches don't really mean that it's going to be great on your eyes. So first of all, this black is very black, and I do appreciate that. I think the video speaks for itself on how difficult that one was. This blue, when I'm swatching, like when I was playing in the pan, it feels really silky smooth, but it goes on like a mess. The video that I tried to film in it 2 days ago, it was literally going down as a blue dust. You could get no pigment. I actually had to use a blue ColourPop. Ooh, I almost dropped that and it would have broken my mirror. I had to use this first for it to even go down for any payoff whatsoever. This purple is really, really, really disappointing. As I'm doing this, there's like, look, there's blue fallout down here. This burgundy is really, really, really pretty. I'd like to use this in a look, but I'm not even going to mess with it. Like I said, I don't even want to pick up this palette ever again. This dark burgundy is, again, really pretty. That one's swatching a little bit better. Brown, I think it's awesome that they put a brown in here, but with all these dark colors, these darker versions of the colors, I don't know if a dark brown would be pretty. Here's the orange, which definitely doesn't look as bright. Yeah. This is the color I was the most excited for. I absolutely love these mustardy colors. Just disappears. I think maybe that's the problem, is that these are too soft. And then again, I love it when companies put a skin tone color in here, but not if I can't set my eyes and use the shadows. So here's the swatches. I don't think the swatches look good at all, but they look better than they will perform on your eyes because these are so soft. That's why I was able to get some swatches with them that looked half decent, but I don't recommend this palette. I know it's only $10, but I just don't recommend it. I will not pick this palette up again. I've had a hell of a time filming with it, but I've been watching, I mean, I'm a YouTube lover and I love to watch makeup tutorials, and I've been watching a lot of makeup tutorials lately and hearing people say that they struggle with these palettes lately. And like I said, I think it's just because their companies are trying to throw so much pigment into the palettes that it's messing with the performance. So anyways, hopefully we can get a good palette that doesn't do that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really hope that you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching.